Hi, thanks so much for joining me here on the YouTube channel today. I'm Brenda Henderson, and this is Petals from the Basket. We try to give you tools and resources for everyday Christian living on this site, as well as on our website. So I hope that you will check out petalsfromthebasket.com, subscribe to our blog, and receive some of the tools and resources that we send out in the form of recipes, daily devotionals. We give just life lessons that God is teaching us, favorite books, different things like that. So I hope that you'll join us there. But today, I want to share with you just some quick verses, or a quick verse, and then I want to share with you a very practical application of that verse with Christmas coming up. Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 5 is often known for the part, "I will never leave you nor forsake you," where the writer of Hebrews is quoting God's promise from the Old Testament and stating that it's still true. But we sometimes neglect the beginning of that verse. He says in Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 5, "Make sure that your character is free from the love of money, being content with what you have. For he himself has said, 'I will never desert you, nor will I ever forsake you.'" That's got a lot of lesson in it, doesn't it? Something that we could study for weeks and weeks and weeks, but I want to just take a couple practical things today before I get to scarf tying for the holidays. This verse speaks so highly of who God is, and yet it reminds us at the very start of the verse, don't let your character be caught up in the love of money. Sometimes we think people who have a lot of money or who have nice things are the ones who love money. Their focus is on money. Have you ever listened to someone who doesn't have money? This isn't true across the board, but there are times when you will hear someone without money talking about money and what they don't have more often than those who have money. Their character is caught up in the love of money. They're caught up in what they're lacking or what they feel that they don't have, that they deserve. And God says, don't let your character be known for that. Money is fine. Loving it or keeping it as your foundational element in life is not fine. And he says, be content with what you have. He also tells us in Scripture to keep improving, to keep moving forward, forgetting what is behind and moving forth to the things that are in front of us. But we are to be content with what we have. With the holidays coming up, it's so easy to be discontent. And therefore, it's also easy to overspend or to purchase things that we honestly just cannot afford. Scripture teaches us, be content with what you have. Make the most of what you have. Be a good steward with what you have. That's why YouTube channels and blogs that talk about being frugal and saving money and decorating with the things that you already have and repurposing them are such a big hit today, because we are learning to be content with the things that we already have and maybe making them better or using them in wiser ways. So this holiday season, I want to talk to you very quickly as this is approaching. I want you to think about being content with what you have. It's easy to look on Facebook and Instagram and all the different social media outlets and think, my home is an absolute failure. I can't have anybody over. I have one Christmas tree and it's got my kids' ornaments from school, or I'm a single woman and I don't even have any ornaments other than the red Christmas balls that were on sale last year at the end of the season. And to think my house just doesn't match up. It's not all decorated. Decorate to the level that you can afford, that you enjoy, and that you want. Sometimes people who have a lot don't decorate a lot. Sometimes people who have very little think that they have to just garnish every inch of their home with something that has to do with Christmas. And whatever you enjoy, whatever your family enjoys, that's what you should do. In our house, we have an old Christmas tree that my sister and brother-in-law gave me as a thank you gift one year. We have a Christmas tree that my husband had purchased the year before we were married and had actually never even put it up. And then we have a tree that we got with Kohl's cash and Kohl's coupons and Kohl's discounts for $25 instead of well over $200. And we put that one up too. So we have 3 Christmas trees. We have the ornaments for those, and then I may stick around a few little things. But we don't put up an overabundance of Christmas. That's not our style. That's not my style. That's not Joe's style with me. And so I'm grateful that we can just be content with that. But it is easy still to look at other homes and think, oh, I'm just not decorated enough for Christmas. That doesn't mean that those homes are bad or that my home is bad. It's we're being content with what we have. So this Christmas, let's get to the scarf tying, okay? I've shared some of these before, and you can go on YouTube and find hundreds, literally hundreds of ways to tie a scarf. But I'm going to just show you 3 simple ways today, okay? 3, that's it. And I want you to see if you can try these over the holidays. Sometimes we look in our closet and we think, oh no, I'm supposed to have holiday wear or holiday attire. Well, I don't really like having a dress that I can wear like on Christmas Sunday and then that's it. Some people do. Some people can choose to do that. Some people don't choose to do that, whether they can or can't. And so maybe you're one of those, and maybe you're like me and you look in your closet and you've got a black dress or a tan dress or a orange dress or whatever color you may have, and you say, how am I going to make that work for the holidays? You know what? I don't have the money to do it, but I'm going to go spend, and I'm going to go buy something I don't need or can't afford and wear it for the holidays because it's what's expected. You know what you can do instead? Go to Target, go on Amazon, go to Walmart, and get an inexpensive scarf. I would encourage you to get red, green, or maybe even a gold metallic or silver metallic, or just a gray scarf or a black scarf, and use it to just dress up your holiday decor, okay? We put a Christmas tree skirt on. Consider this your personal Christmas tree skirt. Does that sound kind of weird? It did. I shouldn't have said that, but I did, and there you have it. So what I'm going to do is teach you 3 very quickly, teach you 3 scarf tying tips for the holidays, all right? This is just, it's not red because we moved, and I honestly don't remember if I put my red scarf in the Goodwill pile because I had worn it so long, or if I just can't find it right now. But anyhow, it's not in my scarf drawer, so I don't know where it is. But this is just a long, can you see it? It's a long scarf, okay? So with this long scarf, I'm going to show you 3 different quick ways that you can do it. Get a red scarf, gold scarf, green scarf, silver scarf, black, gray, whatever would make you feel festive for the holidays. Hot pink is fun. Purple, teal, bright turquoise, any of those, orange, any of those are fun for the holidays anymore. So, or wear a regular scarf, whatever you want to do. But today, I'm going to show you, you can just, if you want to, you can just wrap it around you like that, leave it hanging loose and you're fine. Or you can put it on backwards. So in other words, you've kind of got it folded in half. You're going to do this. Just let this front drape, kind of loosen that up. And there you go. You've got a scarf. Let me see if I can kind of do this so you can see it. There we go. The focus will be on the scarf, not on me. Okay? All right. So see what you're doing with the scarf there? Now I'm going to take the scarf and I'm going to take the ends, the 2 ends. You don't have to make this, you don't have to go get a new scarf in order to do this, all right? So I'm going to kind of take these 2 ends, bring it in half, and tie a knot on just one end. You don't have to tie the entire end together, okay? So I'm just making a loose kind of knot. It doesn't have to be real tight, okay? Put that around you. Got it? Loop it again. And you have an infinity scarf. There you go. It's that simple. Just do that. You don't have to go out and buy a fancy infinity scarf. Just do this. You've got a full scarf right there in front of you, and you can fluff it or do whatever you want to do with it to make it fill up the space that you want it to fill up. All right, then, if I can find where this is without choking myself, you know what, let me take it off. I'm going to show you one final way. So simply just untie this. Remember, all you did was tie one end. You didn't tie both ends of the end, just one end. I'm sorry, I keep looking at the screen, but I want to make sure you can see what I'm doing. With this one, you're going to take one end and make it shorter than the other. See how long this one is and how short this is? This is going to come to about your waist, all right? Right about this area, you are going to tie a very, very, very loose knot. With the other end, simply kind of do a back and forth fan fold, all right? You don't necessarily have to do that, but it does help it lie just a little bit better against you, okay? All right, now, do you see what I did there? All you're going to do is take that fan folded end, take the end of it, just the end of it, place it in here, pull it through so it's about the same length of what you already have there. All right, tighten up that knot, and you have a unique look that I'm telling you, every time you wear it, people will say, how did you do that? Teach me how to do my scarf that way. I know it sounds silly, and I know it sounds basic and obvious, but sometimes we see these scarves on someone else and we think, how do I do that? How can I make that happen for me? Take a simple scarf, change your holiday outfit, and be content with what you have. Make the most of it. Improve upon it. Why do we do that? Because Scripture tells us we have what we need. Because at the end of Hebrews 13:5, he states, he himself, Jesus, God, has said, I will never desert you, nor will I ever forsake you. That's what we need. And that's what we need to focus on this Christmas. Have a great weekend. I hope that you're continuing to show gratitude, and I hope that if you think about it, you can just subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you want to, click the notification button and it'll send you an email in your inbox. Otherwise, just subscribe. That way when you come back to YouTube, you'll realize that we've put up a new video at some point. So have a great day. We do appreciate you. Thanks so much for watching.